The woman, dressed in a bright red dress, had just traveled back to the 1980s, and the minute she set up a stall selling crawfish, crowds swarmed her stand. When her ex-husband's family passed by and saw the booming business, they almost choked with regret. They never imagined the woman they used to push around actually had such talent. Just a few days ago, her ex tried to force her to give up her job to a scheming woman, using divorce as leverage to trap her at home as a free maid. But to his shock, she agreed without hesitation and signed the divorce papers right away. What he didn't know was that she wasn't the same timid pushover anymore. She had come back with memories of her previous life. In that last life, she slaved away for her family, only to end up sick and betrayed by her husband and that scheming woman. After being kicked out, she discovered the boy she had raised with all her love wasn't even her own, he was theirs. And her real daughter? Her mother-in-law, obsessed with having a grandson, had dumped the baby girl in the mountains. When she finally learned the truth, regret and hatred consumed her, but it was too late to do anything. The man who had secretly loved her all along, the CEO, rushed to her side, but she could only die in his arms, wishing she had chosen him instead of the scumbag. Maybe heaven gave her another chance, because the next time she opened her eyes, she was back to the day she first married that jerk. She remembered clearly, today was the day he planned to bring home the pregnant mistress and trick her into giving up her job to be a housewife. His sister also never respected her, joining her mother to boss her around. When the mistress tried to act all sweet, she cut her off on the spot. "Shut up! You're the lowest one at this table." Her husband blew up immediately, furious that she dared insult his precious woman, and once again used his favorite threat, divorce. But this time, she agreed without even blinking. That floored him. Before, whenever he mentioned divorce, she'd break down, beg, even kneel. But now, she just grabbed the papers, signed, and stamped her handprint. Seeing her so decisive left everyone stunned. The mistress quickly tried to spin it, saying she must have another man outside. Before she could finish, a sharp slap landed across her face, followed by a storm of insults. When the mistress tried to fight back, she got smacked again. "That's what you get, you ungrateful bitch." Her husband rushed to shield the mistress, scolding her for hitting a pregnant woman. But she shot back that she already knew all their dirty secrets and declared she was cutting ties for good. Then she turned and walked away, finally free of the family that had sucked her dry. At first, she had no job and wandered the streets, racking her brain for ways to make money. That's when she ran into the CEO's sister. In her past life, they had been best friends, but she had drifted away because of her ex-husband's lies. Her friend looked at her with tears in her eyes, saying she'd heard about the divorce and was worried sick. In truth, the CEO had sent her to check on her. The friend even handed her 200 yuan to help her out. She refused at first, but her friend insisted it was an investment, because she believed she had the talent to succeed. Thinking it over, she realized there were opportunities everywhere in this era, so she decided to start small by selling crawfish with her friend. Once they made some money, she could use her past life memories to jump into bigger business deals. Her friend cooked up the crawfish and shouted herself hoarse, but nobody bought a thing. Some passersby even sneered, "Go home, cook for your husband, and take care of your kids." Her friend deflated, sighing, "I told you crawfish wouldn't sell, but you wouldn't listen. We've been yelling all day and haven't sold a single plate." Just then, she showed up at the stall in her red dress. With her sense of style from the future, she instantly caught everyone's eye. Her friend was stunned, and even the ones who had been mocking her now rushed over to buy. The stall exploded with business. Meanwhile, without her cooking, her ex's family was starving, just pickles and plain porridge on the table, yet they still blamed her for everything. The mistress couldn't stand it, so her ex had to take her to the night market. On the way, he still bragged, "She left me with no money and no backing. She must be miserable. Even if she begged me to take her back, I wouldn't." What he didn't know was that she was already making a killing, her crawfish stall packed with customers. Then he and the mistress overheard people raving about a nearby food stand, saying the food was amazing. The mistress perked right up and begged him to take her there. Not wanting to spend money, he kept making excuses, but she whined until he gave in. Still unwilling to pay, he deliberately shouted, "Crawfish are filthy." Immediately, the people in line cursed him out. "Just admit you're broke. This crawfish is delicious, and the lady running the stand is 10 times prettier than the one you're with. You buying or not? If not, get lost." Now curious, he decided to sneak closer. He wanted to see just how good this food really was, and how beautiful the owner could be. But when he finally got a look at her face, he froze on the spot.